Welcome to Bill's Bridge Corner, Saturday, February 15th, 2014. Class 115, Introduction to End Plays. Yesterday we went through a hand that ended up in an end play. It's really quite a simple process once you visualize what's going on. Let's look at some examples, but first let's look at various so-called expert plays in bridge. Expert bridge plays fall into three categories. The first one is the end play, and that's what we're going to be covering for the next few days. The second one is a squeeze. That's another process, specialized expert bridge play. And lastly, there's a whole collection of coups. Coup is some kind of a fancy play. Let's review what they are at least, and then begin with the end play. The end play. An end play is a method of playing the declarer's hand in such a way that an opponent is forced to lead a suit that is to the advantage of the declarer. We saw an example of that yesterday. Another term perhaps more descriptive and perhaps you hear more often is the elimination play, the throw-in play, or the strip play, and you'll see why it's called strip when we get into it. A squeeze. A squeeze is a declare play where one or both defenders are unable to maintain guards in multiple suits at the same time. They are forced to discard a stopper, presenting the declarer with a trick he could not get by the direct suit development methods we've covered previously. A squeeze may also be executed by the defense in extreme cases. The coup. A coup is a generic name for various techniques in play denoting a specific pattern in the lie and the play of the cards. It is a special play maneuver by a declarer, and sometimes by the defender as well. We covered coup en passant in previous classes in July of last year, and the number of coups is probably around 100, and I don't know if I can name them all. They continue to show up. Let's start with a simple end play today. This is the hand. I don't need to get into the bidding. West leads the 10 of spades against a 4-heart contract, and let's analyze declarer's play. You have 2 spade tricks, 4 club tricks, and assuming the trump behave and split 3-2, you're going to get 3 heart tricks. You need one more trick. Left to your own, missing the 10 of diamonds, you're very unlikely to end up with a diamond trick. If the opponents lead diamonds, however, you're guaranteed, actually, of getting a diamond trick. Is there a way to get the opponents to lead diamonds? If there is, that's the end play. And the answer, of course, is yes. An end play will result in making your contract of 4 hearts. Let's analyze. This is the hand again. Hear how it's done. First, you strip the hand. The concept is simple. You want the opponents to lead diamonds, so you eliminate all the side suits so they're unable to lead anything else but diamonds. Then you get them in the lead and they are forced to lead to your advantage. So we strip the hand of the other suits. We win the ace of spades, play 2 rounds of trump. We're lucky they split 3-2. The queen is outstanding. We're going to lose the queen of hearts, but that is the throw-in card, ultimately. Now we cash the king of spades. That strips both hands of spades. So that at this point, if the opponents were to lead a spade, you would get a trick you wouldn't otherwise get. It's called a rough and a slough, which we've covered several times. You would pitch a loser, a diamond in this case, on one hand, and rough in the other. That, in effect, eliminates your diamond losers to 2. You have 3 right now. So you strip the hand of spades. Now you play on clubs. You've got 4 rounds of clubs. Someone will run out, and if they run out and have the high trump, they can ruff. But what do they have after they ruff? If they have a spade, it won't hurt you. You'll get it. If they lead a spade, you'll get a ruff and a sluff. They're out of hearts because they just used their last heart with the ruff. So they're left with only one suit, diamonds. If they lead the diamond, you're in business. Well, let's suppose that we cash all 4 clubs and no side decides to trump. If they lead a spade, if they get in and lead a spade, they can't hurt you. If they lead a diamond, you've got the trick. And if they go all the way around, no one roughs your clubs. Here's the situation. Now you lead a heart. Somebody's going to win that queen of hearts. And they're going to have to lead something. They can't lead clubs. Even if they had 5, it wouldn't matter. It'd be a ruff and a sluff too. Or they'd lead a spade, a ruff and a sluff. Or they'd lead a diamond, break the diamond suit, and you're assured of getting a diamond trick. Any way you play it, they're going to be forced to lead a diamond and set up a trick for you, or give you a ruff and a sluff. Either way, you get your 10th trick. End play accomplished. Made game. Let's review the process. If you see a suit where the opponent's lead of that suit will be to your advantage, find a way to execute an end play, which means eliminate the suits the defenders may lead upon getting the lead by stripping the hand. If there's a trump suit, a ruff and a sluff fits the bill. An end play can work in a no-trump contract, but it's more difficult because probably will lose control of the hand if they lead a suit. Need both hands are out, but it can happen in a no-trump contract. The throw-in is the play where you throw away a loser, one of them wins, and at that point is forced to lead the card to your advantage, to their disadvantage. On some hands, the throw-in may need to be planned for a specific defender. In Class 114, for example, if the throw-in were West, no end play existed because he could lead through your tennises. In the last hand, the end play had to be to East because East had the missing honors. Let's look at the background of this slide because I'm going to be using it throughout. It is example of the throw-in just before it happens. Clubs and diamonds have been stripped, eliminated. The lead is in Declarer's hand, and Declarer leads the 5 of spades. The poor defender is forced to win with the ace of spades, and he is then forced to lead a heart back into the ace-queen of hearts, and the Declarer gets the last 2 tricks. That is basically the end position for an end play. Tomorrow, we're going to continue the subject of the end play, Class 116, the end play, Part 2. See you then.